Alright guys, welcome back to Exilium Games. How everybody's doing? To the all 4 people that are currently watching. 5 people. I am Exilium. Tonight we are continuing part 23 of a series of Dyson Sphere Program. Alright guys, welcome back to Exilium Games. How everybody's
Hang
doing?
on 1 second.
To the all 4 people that are currently watching.
Always forget to do that. There we go.
Too many things to click on. Alright. I think we're good. Hey Charles, how's it going? How's your day? That should be done. Alright, close everything. Okay. So anyways, yeah, we made some actual pretty big progress yesterday. Mainly because we're starting to import stuff from other systems now. Primarily from here. You can see a couple ships right there going. Are these 2 ships parked? What's going on over there? Oh no! Looky. Oh no. 2 of my transport ships don't have warp. And I know why. So at this system, I set up a thing for the ships, but they don't have a warp supply. So basically, they use their supply. Now they're doing it the hard way. I should have took all those ships and put them over here, but I didn't. That is going to take them a very, very long time to get back. That is unfortunate. Oh well, there's a learning experience for you guys. Don't do that. So yeah, there's like I think maybe 10 ships there. I don't even know that are on that planet. So from what I gather, they only will pick up warping fuel, warper fuel from the tower they're assigned to, and basically they pick up 2, one for the trip there and one for the trip back. And since if they ran out here, because I stuck a stack of like I don't know 20 in there. That's going to have to be fixed at some point, but not right now. But that does give us a supply, if I can find my main trading hub, here. As you can see, we now have sulfur for days. So we need to work a few things, and this too. So we can work a few different industries, including getting that crap off of our primary planet. Which means I might need to start making some of the research stuff here and shipping it there. But we will visit that. Got plenty of, well, maybe not plenty, but good. Especially now that this is full, there aren't going to be a whole bunch of ships traveling now, so it should be fine. Oh, that's right. They completely did this. So there is an update. Let me look at the patch notes really quick, and we'll go over that before we get going here. On my Discord server, I have it linked to the patch notes, so I do get them as soon as they come out. There's actually 2 patch notes for today. Basically, you can decide a minimum distance for a vessel to equip a warper. Now you can decide whether warpers must be equipped on vessels before departure when the minimum distance above is reached. Now you can set the transfer distance for drones and vessels, and now you can set the minimum load distance for drones and vessels. Also looks like you can choose whether vessels, it's weird they call them drones and vessels, but that must be a Chinese to English thing. Vessels pick up cargoes from the orbital collector, in other words, the gas collector. The smelters have a sound. Okay. And then just a little thing, looks like they're working on some plans to make the management of logistics a little bit easier too. So And that's what all this stuff is here. These are the new things that came into the patch this morning. And minimum load of vessels. So here's the problem with this right now. So I've been increasing my capacity, so now it's 300. It was 200, which means right now they have to hit 300 before they fly. I'm okay with that. These only have to hit 4, because currently that's setting, at least in this tower. Is it the same here? Yeah, 10%. So they will be able to go with 4 of a unit instead of all 40, which it looks, I believe they could do before. And I did mention that in my logistics guide. 180 degrees. 180 degrees. What does that even mean? Is that like halfway across the planet, basically? So in other words, that's infinity, because 180 degrees, halfway across the planet. Okay, sure. Let's go back to the big towers again and see what those are doing. Or not. There we go. Yep, that's fine. I wonder if the farther they fly, the farther the warp, the more energy they have to charge when they get there. Or is it just like a certain amount of charge? It can go an infinite distance. Yeah, so I'm okay with this. I think it's more efficient this way. Because think about it this way. If they're using a whole bunch of energy and warping cells, for instance, do I really want them to warp with 50%? It's just inefficient. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, a lot of this, I don't have to change. It already is the way it is, and I've designed the system to work the way it is. So we should be good to go. I need to get rid of a lot of crap. Yeah, you can move the slider. Yeah, I know you can move the slider bar. I just, I don't see a purpose for it right now. Although, to be honest, now that I think about it, I don't know if I want a bunch of ships running all over the place if they only have one. Because right now, that's what's happening. All the ships are gone, but they can barely even fill up 4 ships at this point. And that just takes a whole bunch of power if they're not filling up. So in this one, we want them to be 100%. And that way, they're not wasting power. So I might have to check a few of these. Let's check the equator stuff. Yeah, I just want them to be full. I don't like this 10%. It's super inefficient to do that. Both in the usage of the drone, the power to recharge it, and power equals resources. I don't like the 10%. And that way you can also, I mean, in the beginning, yes, because remember early on I was trying to ship batteries. If I could have done that on a more regular basis, it would have been easier to do. That's kind of cool. It would have been easier to ship those batteries if I could have told it less than 100%. Too bad you can't, like, en masse. Is there a default setting for these towers? Yes, and I gotta go do all that. That is... It should probably be 100% by default, in my opinion. But what do I know? I just work here. I know I'm gonna miss some somewhere, but it is what it is. Wait, I almost missed that. I feel like I might have missed another one somewhere. That's fine. I didn't really do a whole lot on the northern hemisphere, did I? As far as building stuff, it's mostly equator and yeah, mostly equator and southern hemisphere. Is that really considered a hemisphere? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, because sometimes I'll talk about the western and eastern hemisphere, but it's still, a hemisphere is just half a globe. That's all it is. It doesn't really matter which way you're going. I do feel like this is a little loud. There we go. So the smelters have new sounds. What does that mean? Let's go check that out real quick. I do like new sounds. I can remember where my equator is. Not there. So yeah, our whole goal today is to so that is the sound of the smelters. It sounds like a furnace, like fire. Have you ever been near a furnace, like a clay furnace or something? Yeah, it's not bad. It's very grindy too. This is still doing its thing. We got still plenty of supply. This is still screwed. It is always screwed. But I'm not overly worried about it quite yet. And copper is never a problem. What about the copper here? Never a problem. Okay. Does this have ships? Yep, lots of ships. So if something needed it, it'd be shipping it out right now. Okay. So that said, where do we want to start? We have sulfur. Lots and lots of sulfur. Which means we can kill a few things. This would be one of them we could kill. Except I'm just shipping it here, so this is fine. Yeah, we're just shipping it here. We need to go to the sulfur production thing, which is... did I just skip off the planet? I did. There we go. Okay, so the trick to this, like I can kill this whole thing. That's going to be super juicy. Because that's just outputting, I don't need any of this. And that is a game changer as far as a great many things. I have an inventory problem I got to deal with real quick. I have boxes. Where are my boxes at? Boxes anywhere? Just lots of this. So many of these. I cannot believe I created that many. I guess we're just going to put down a few boxes because I think I got a couple on me. And what we'll do is we'll put them by the interstellar, the inter-system one right here. That's the one. Come back. Stop. Go. What are you doing? Down. This one. Yep. So that's actually pretty cool. And right now they're not doing anything because we're full now. I'm very, very happy this piece is done, that we've made this particular step. You know, it's a big deal in my book. Keep those. Don't need that. Probably don't need that. Don't need that. so much garbage I have to deal with. I know I need these to build things with. There's the things for the warpers and a whole bunch of warpers. Why do I have these? All right, ships. Okay, I don't know how I forgot those. Various belts. Kind of need the rest of that. All right. Actually, come back here. Let's just put these down because I need to put them somewhere. There we go. Let's go back over here and get rid of the sulfur. Shit. What did I delete? Hopefully just a bunch of fluid. And these are going to be full. Oh, they're not. Alright. Dink. 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 Oh, shoot. Boop. I don't want you to really send stuff here. Just, oh my god. And now I got a bunch of ships going and doing things that they don't need to be going and doing. Okay. I hate the idea of deleting stuff. It bothers me so much. Do I have a... I'll do that. And we'll just feed... Can I do this? Can I just do that and do that? No. Can't do that. Of course not, because that would be easy. Oh. I'm the smart one. Look at that go. There. Job is done. Now, I do have a couple problems, and A, that means this is never going to get used. So right now, we need to turn off the import of the sulfur for now to make this stuff get used. So go back over, yep, over here. Nope. Yep, over there. My indecision is killing me. Just land already. So what we'll do is remote storage. I don't know what this means, but we're going to put it there. And local storage. So we're going to leave this here until we run out and our lines die. Same. Oh shoot! I might as well just use this stuff, right? That is a tough decision. No, do that. Do these. Okay, so yeah. So basically what this will do is this will supply all the water and oil. I don't want to waste it, that'd be dumb. And then we'll kick this on to supply once we run out of supplies. That's kind of a nice picture there. Too bad I can't see it. That is kind of nice. It's like the moons of Tatooine or something. Please tell me you guys know what Tatooine is. Okay, what is our major malfunction? Why aren't you doing stuff? Because my fuel output isn't going anywhere, which means I have no hydrogen output. How many things can break at once? Like, really? What is this? That's water. Did I, Huh, how about that? When did I do that? We don't have a... Alright, give me a second. Okay, we still need the fuel to make plastic. There's no way around that. So we have to do that. So leave those there. That's fine. Do we need the plastic for anything though? For these? And there's no way around that. So we have to have plastic. Or making it, we could just make it with the fuel here. And then to kick off the hydrogen, yeah. Okay, so do we have a space for it? We probably don't. Got plenty of hydrogen. Are you guys making fuel? Got plenty of fuel cells. Like, this whole thing shut down because nobody wants any of it. There's the deuterium, which is coming out from over there. Okay. That's fine. Is there any reason I made this go to... Blink. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so the sulfur was kicking off on that line. It is actually getting used. This whole line just disappeared, so there are places picking it up or shipping it out, one of the two. So that's good to know. We will eat through it, but we need to do something with the gas, basically the fuel. And nothing better to do with fuel than make plastic, right? I can't even see it here, seriously. Nope. Alright, so you... So yeah, just plastic. Except I need to do that, I need the other things. And I am getting, I swear I need a diagram of the whole planet now. Alright. I have those things being shipped somewhere, and I know where. Here. They're there. And they're being shipped from off. No, they're not. So where are you coming from? There. Okay. You can do that. Do I really need to get a fourth tower? So here's the thing. If I want to use this fuel here, where it is at being produced, here, and not ship it anywhere, and just make a big, huge thing of that, I need a fourth tower. Unless this goes away. Oh my god, this is painful. Okay, the water is for sulfuric acid, which I'm not making anymore. Do I need water for anything anymore? That's the only thing it's used for, sulfuric acid. Done. Oh, shoot. Done. Okay, oil we can still bring in, which means that now we can bring in these things here. There. Put it at 0 right now for planning purposes. I may not want to use it. We can still bring in fuel. This will go away, and I'd prefer to use it, but this could be the output of the plastic, basically. And there's our problem solved, in a way, without putting down a 4th tower, because I really kind of want to avoid that. Tatooine. What? Alright, anyways. What is my sulfur usage? Not a lot. Let's see if we can't... Okay, so the only thing the sulfur is used for is these. I don't need it for these anymore, remember? We can now make it with the snowballs, which is another thing I have to... There's going to be a whole phase out period I have to deal with. Is that the one? Yep, that's the one. Boop. I almost feel like deleting it. I get rid of these two, just pulling the snowballs, and that's done. And that'll produce hydrogen. So I'll have snowballs, hydrogen, snowballs, hydrogen. That's a pretty efficient setup, honestly. So we're gonna flood the system real quick, like with these, because I need to chew through what I have. I don't have to, but something in me just get irked about the whole not doing it right thing. Oop. Boop. So somebody in my comments mentioned I could do... Let me see if I can try to describe it. It's gonna be hard because these are lined up nicely. I'll do it on the last one. Yeah, see, this thing wants to... Wait, it almost did it. It blinked blue for a second. Oh, because it went there. Okay. These can sort of do little angles. Remember when we were trying to... Last time we were trying to figure out the outputs, and they were fighting for each other on both sides of the belt? He said there was a way to make it basically do that. Sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. As you can see there, it won't accept it. It doesn't like the bendy pieces. It's funny because now you can go delete it, it'll be fine. might hurt my power, so I gotta pay attention to that now too. Now, I don't remember what these are being used for, but we're going to have a lot of them, so... Oh, these things! Yes, we need these a lot. And, not only that, we need them for this, too. Which is also needed for these, so... This is a valid production chain by itself. We need these for a lot of things. Correct. Correct take. Let's go with TK? Yeah, let's do that. The guy was trying to say, let me see if I can remember where it was at. It was over here. It does skip off. It's kind of cool. Not there. There? No, it wasn't here. I had to offset. Remember, I had to offset for that to work correctly. Is it here? Nope. Oh, I just went around the whole entire thing, so it's not here. All right, hang on a sec. Where are you at? Nope. Basically, I set up one of these. I'm just gonna find it. Here, it was here. Ah, my view's different. That's why I'm not noticing. Okay, so notice how... let's just walk over here. We'll just go over here. Nope, not there. Did I lose it? I swear we need like map markers or something. Where I can click A and it'll have a thing I can fly to and know where it's at. Okay. So this is the problem that we were trying to work on yesterday. And I ended up just offsetting this by one to make it work. The problem is I need 4. Each of these need 3 inputs, but there's only 3 things, and so it was like they're fighting for the same output slot. And what he was saying was that let me see if I can't find a way to test this really quick. He's basically saying if I go over here, I can bring it over something like that. But for that to make sense, I'd have to delete this. See, it's going to do it too. None of this is going to work out. There's no way for me to demonstrate that. Now with breaking the whole thing, worse than I just did. Oh, I hate my life sometimes. Why does it do that? Now you gotta go replace everything. Yeah. So anyways, he was saying that because that little angle you can do every now and then, he was thinking that maybe I could, like if this one went here, but this one needed to also come here, that I could have like angled it this way and popped it out to this other side. And I don't think that works like that. I think when it does glitch out at an angle like that, it's because of the overall inherent problem of these planets that as you move away from the equator, these grids get smaller and smaller and smaller as stuff gets popped together. So every now and then, depending on where you're placing stuff, the system has to adjust how it's linking things together because the grid changes the grid distances are changing. So I don't think you can do what he was thinking. He's gonna have to demonstrate it to me to prove me wrong. Anyways, back to the previous thing. Chemical plants. What about the chemical plants? Oop, that's where I wanted to be. I don't need this stone anymore. Is that used for anything other than glass at this point? No, there's no other reason I need stone that I can think of. It was just used to make sulfur. So this whole thing can go away, which is going to be awesome. So do this, do that, do this. Come on, just give me the whole stack. Can you just really clear reset? There we go. And delete. I don't like doing that, but that's fine. We'll still supply that. So now that gives us our 2 slots. That and our output, which will be plastic. So demand that, feed plastic, because plastic needs that and that, and the fuel is already here. So that solves that particular conundrum. Now I could just use this and loop this around and do some magical magic that way, and I think that's okay. We do need to I don't want to do that. Oh, the chemical plants. Is that the only problem? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're offset. There's another machine too, I think I've seen, that has stuff in weird locations. I think it was those big ones right over there. These, I think these are in weird positions. Yeah, see how that one does that one right there? But it didn't do it here. So why does this? Maybe because there wasn't another belt for it to attach to, and just the inch angle's weird. It's fine. Something I remember early on in one of my first 3 videos, I noticed there's a weird plant that the holes in it quite line up correctly. Like they're gonna have to remake the plant or the factory piece. Okay, so that's that. We'll come over here, and plastic is chemical stuff, so we're good to go. I lied. Thought I had plenty of chemical stuff. I don't. That's fine. Randall, if he came back, would be super proud of me right there. I never make 5 buildings of anything. I need to make bigger batches of things. So I scale up faster. It is a constant struggle in my brain. Alright, so we can go like this. That's fine. Let's leave it there. We'll pass the... I could grab it. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to... So here's the thing. I could just grab it from here. But let's say I had one down here. Yeah, and then these... It's not a bad idea, I suppose. Because I still need an output. And so I'd have... Basically grab the field from there, grab the thing from there, and I'll put the plastic here. And I literally have a built-in line for it all ready to go. I guess we can try that. I was going to loop it around like this and then go back that direction. But I think this will be okay. I mean, we still obviously have a problem. So yeah, this is the problem with this. If these produce 2 seconds, 0.5 per second. Two every 3, so it needs 0.66. That'd be 1 point. Oh, that's a crappy ratio right there. So these give me 2 every 3 seconds, which is 0.66 per second. 0.66 field per second, and I need point. Oh no, we're good. I thought it was 0.5. Okay, I read it wrong. So it's 0.66 a second I need fuel, and this is producing 0.5 a second. So I need at least 2 of these for every one of these. At some point, it's like 3 for 2 is what it comes down to, I believe. So 3 of these will feed 2 of those. I think is the ratio. Hey Brian, welcome back. So 3 of these to feed 2 of those, which means to feed all of these I need a ton of those. So I'm probably overdoing it right now. Anyways, so we'll start there. Because these... What do these draw? 24? That's not... No, active. Hang on. These are... That's not too bad. What about the other ones? These. No, these. Yeah, still, that's not too bad. It's not like the other ones that do 12 kilowatts. Those things are atrocious. Okay, so... I'll change this. I'm just gonna... This output will eventually change. So, but for now we're going to request this there. And we'll output the plastic here. Here. Where's plastic? There it is. Okay. Oops. Are we supplying that? We are. Demanding that? we are. Okay. Go here. I don't need this water anymore. Okay. Yep. That water goes away, which means I did this wrong. Crap, I did it again. You gotta enjoy getting off work. I didn't really move. I was working in this chair, and then I switched gears and started doing this in this chair. It's awesome. Tomorrow I'm going to be driving for 9.5 hours. That's going to be super exciting. That's a sarcasm because, so crap. I do want to switch these now. Because I already have a line, so give me this. We'll do these. Demand, and I should just grab it from this tower. Change this to supply. Goes 0. And then bump this up. Will they just transfer back and forth to each other? I didn't have to do it that way, but it's kind of funny. Because I could just go, well, no, I can't, because I don't know if I have enough space. Boom, done. We're fine. Okay. This will be plastic. It'll be supply. You can just do that. That's fine. There's no point for that to be 500. Oh, I did that so I wasn't burning through the other things so much. That's right. I'll demand this at 500. That's fine. Except I need to do this. Are you going to let me put... Give me that. Give me those. Give me that. And then down to 500. There we go. Bye-bye. You guys, give me that. Give me that. You. Okay. This is what happens when you try to repurpose a line. It's a giant pain in the boot. Yeah, I'm selling my house, so they're coming and doing visits, showings for people, and I can't be here when the showings are happening. And then Sunday is an open house, and I can't be here during that either. Plus, I don't want to be here when people are just walking in and out. So I am shopping for a new house. So what I'm going to do is basically use the time that they're doing the visiting and the open house, and I'm just going to go to one of the places I'm looking at to buy a house, and I'm going to do some shopping, visiting, looking around to see if I actually want to live there or not. Okay, so now I need to turn you. Actually, not quite. I want to make sure we load what I have. You're there. You're there. You're there. Okay. So yeah, it's a 9.5 hour trip to where I'm gonna go, and I don't want to stop. I've driven longer. I've driven a long ways multiple times. I think my longest trip was something like 18 hours straight. Literally, I don't remember stopping to pee in that trip. I'm sure I did, but I don't remember it. It was when I was young and I wanted to go see a girl. She was 2 states away, three states away, and then I had to get me back on a certain time to work. So had to make the sacrifice. It's kind of the way it is. So now I can actually get rid of this whole line here. In fact, we'll get rid of... Ooh, be careful. And our sulfur's gone. There we go. That's one of the things I miss about Factorio. You could ride the lines, and that was always fun. I have a fun car to drive, and so it's a lot of fun for me. I drove a 350Z, and I've had that car for a very long time now. And the seats, they're bucket seats, so they fit super nice. You know, there was no such thing as getting uncomfortable in that car, 'cause the way it sets you up. Plus, I could drive really fast. I mean, there were several stretches of road. I remember doing 110, 120 probably. Now that I look back, maybe that was the brightest thing in the world, but sure was fun. Alright. We have almost repurposed this. We're getting the fuel, we're using the fuel for the plastic. The hydrogen is going where it goes. You guys just need more of that. Why? Oh, because I'm smart. I learned a few things. So I used to, a little story for you. When I was in college, I was sponsored to play Battlefield 2 competitively. And I was pretty damn good. I did like that game. It's much more strategic than games that are out nowadays. The kids nowadays want everything super fast. They want to teleport everywhere. You have auto aims and shit. So, but back then it was a very much a strategic game. And the last one, you look it up. It still exists. It's called PDX LAN. I believe it is PD LAN. Yeah, I think it's for sure it's PDX LAN. Is the last major competition I went to. It was a neat event. So, anyways, during that, the whole point of that story was that I learned how to avoid having to go pee. Because there were several. Because when you sit down, there's several matches that happen in a row, and you go from one match to the next, to the next, to the next, and there's very much of a little of a break. So at these events, they would give you. Yeah, Yes. So 3 of these will fill 2 of these, is how this math works out. Because this is a half going to a 0.66. So 3 of these should feed 2 of these, if I'm doing my math right. I'm just kind of winging it, so I could be wrong. Do I have any fuel? No, okay. So at these events, they would have a ton of coffee machines, free soda machines, the whole deal. It was pretty cool. Energy drinks. Not all the energy drinks are free, but the soda machines were, and the coffee machines were. But of course, that crap just makes you pee all the time. So what you do is you eat these things called truckers' truffles, and they would be there. You could find truckers' truffles at these events. Okay, so that's gonna fill my. We're good. So we have been repurposed here, everything we need. So now we need to go to the next thing. Trucker's Truffles are basically caffeine and chocolate. So you know, when you're driving and stuff long distance, you just don't drink a lot. You eat things that have a lot of energy in them. Okay, there's that. We need to find the place that demands it. I'm still filling that up. Lots of music. I actually, during that trip, because I drove from Phoenix, Arizona to Seattle, Washington once. That's a really, really long trip. And I remember reading or listening to audiobooks. So I listened to a series called actually, I think it was Game of Thrones. Yeah, that was Game of Thrones. I actually listened to the audiobooks of Game of Thrones. So this needs those. What is our major malfunction? We don't have those. Let's move that up. Change you demand. Now, you need sulfur, so these are coming. That's fine. Why do I have this on storage? No idea. Bring this up. Demand. Okay. So now this is starting to go. Sorry. I have experienced a lot in my life. I really have. I've lived in 10 states. I've been in 22 of them. I used to fight forest fires. Was in jail once. I was like for 6 months. Stupid shit when I was a teenager. I lived on a ranch. I used to herd cattle. I even helped give birth to a calf and literally split the calf in half on accident. Do you want to hear that story? Probably not. Alright, so we got everything's doing its thing. Alright. I went to college twice. So I didn't get 2 degrees, I got 1 degree, but went to college twice. Okay, everything is working the way it's supposed to. So this is doing this thing, and then this we wanted to transfer into... Oh, wait. Why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. That's why I stopped this. Oh, I'm so dumb. Get rid of that. It's fine. So remember, the whole point of this is I wanted to drain this to use this stuff instead. The snowballs. I've got snowballs. Why am I not using the snowballs? So I need to drain this crap and not use the stuff that's there, which is fine. So now we need to find out what needs those. And it is, there's a couple things. These and these, both of which we need, because that's used for these, which is part of the whole Dyson Sphere thing. And then we also need them for these, which is for green power, I believe. No, it's to make this glass, which makes the CPUs, which makes green power. Right. So this whole thing is probably going to need to expand a lot, but we can start laying down the foundation for it very soon. In fact, what I could do is just start building on this side for the what's the most important thing to use? Not these, because we need to get green power up and running. So ooh, what's wrong with my research? Oh, I don't have coal. I have to go back to their plant to even start this. On that note, do we want to fix some of this? Start getting this going? I can't make CPUs yet, so that's kind of why a lot of this is happening. This makes the stupid glass, which makes the stupid CPUs, which makes that. So we need to make... I think this is less of a priority right now, because these we really can't even use as far as making the Dyson Sphere until we can launch it into space. So this would be a waste of time. So we'll turn around. We're going to focus on these, which means we're going to need another tower, because we're going to need hydrogen. Okay, that's going to be gone. Perfect. Delete. Give me hydrogen. Let's go back to here, there. Okay, so the splitting the calf in half story. You ready for this? If there's any miners in here, you probably shouldn't be here in the first place, but considering I'd swear every now and then for some silly reason. So, God, I was in the 7th grade, I think it was. 6th grade. What's found in another system? Charles, before I start this, what's found in another system? Please tell me it's not these. Oh, you're talking about the purple gems, the sub thing. Yeah, I'm not worried about that, because it still takes the other pieces, so when we get those, we can sub out this crap here. Oh my god. I forgot about these. This was used for the yellow research, but it takes a lot of this stuff and plastic. I feel like it might behoove us to go get the rare resource, the organic crystal vein. What do we got? Let's go take a look. Garbage. Garbage. No idea what this is for. Have you guys seen a recipe for this stuff? Usually they say what it could be used for, like here. A diamond. Oh, hey, look at that. Hang on a sec. So diamonds are these. So just FYI, if we need these for some reason, which we don't. So That is a moot issue. Is it that one? Diamonds, fire ice, crude oil. Okay, so I don't care. This one. There it is. There's the organic crystals. We're going here. I can't see any reason not to. Okay. Can I get there? Yeah, it's about the same distance. 4. So this is even closer than Misa. So we're gonna do that because then we don't have to do the whole production chain for that crap. So let's take this out. Let's go get these. And then you just mine these directly. You don't actually manufacture this at all. So we want this. Boop, done. I have some miners right there. We've got power right here. Not the best power, but it's probably enough. We have ships here. We have belts. We have these things. We should probably... No, we're not going to put ships there. Remember not to put ships there. That way we don't run into the supply of warpers. So literally we can go build this thing right now and get us some... Am I missing anything? Yellow and purple gems. Are you talking about those purple gems? Actually, he has a really good point. What are those even called? Do we know what those are called? Does anybody know what those purple gems are called? Because I don't know what that rare resource is. Because then we wouldn't have to make these at all. We could completely skip this thing altogether, not make these, and go straight to that. Yeah, what are these called though? I mean, I can't select it and like demonstrate it to you. The bottom recipe, what are those gems called? And I actually have plenty of warpers, so I'm good. And plenty of fuel for days. Did I drain this? Not quite. Don't care. It's going away. We'll leave the sulfur. I just don't like where the sulfur's at for the moment. Why did I do that? I still need sulfur either way. No, because I'm using snowballs. Right. Snowballs. Where are the snowballs? Oh, here. This is what they're called. The optical grading crystal. That's what you want. Optical grading crystal. And they're purple rare. These are green rare, and those are white rare. Go figure. So optical grading crystal veins. We'll see if we can find those. There's my snowballs. We want those. Demand. Let's get 500 in there. We're going to be using this for the next piece. Actually, hang on a sec. Maybe not. We do need these. We're good there. Okay. So optical grading crystals. Somebody out there is still waiting for the splitting the calf in a half story. I bet you it's going to be at some stupid place I don't want to go to. Too far away. Yeah. So I've been everywhere that I can look. Unless I do this, and we go here. Nope, actually there. I don't have green. Can't do it anyways. So I'm going to have to travel to even look. Is it worth traveling? I got plenty of power. Maybe make a few of these things. All right. So we can go that one place to get the yellows if we can't find it. I don't know how much it's going to be worth trying to, because remember I got a 6-year range of vision, and I can ship from anywhere. I mean, like going here, I'm not going to have a whole lot of options of stuff I can see. If I go here, I can see these. Yeah, if I go here, I can see all of those. That might be good. Not worth travel yet? But why do you say that? Because keep in mind, right now, I have power for days. Oh, wait. We have a bigger problem. We can't do that. Here's why. I need this. I barely have enough power to make it to a system 6 light years away. I'd run out of power before I got there. I need to have this, and maybe even that. So we are going to be stuck. And while I did get some upgrades for the... Oh, I lied. They're right here because I don't have coal. So I go back to the other planet. And I wanted to have that queued to remind me to do it. Actually, do I still have coal on this planet? No. Which means I can go disable a few things while we're at it. Where's that at? My very, very old power generation system here. Yep, this is completely dead, all of that. So we'll go to the planet with the little yellow crystal things. And set that up. And eventually we'll be able to replace that production with the purple things, but we have to do green research before we can effectively get anywhere without completely killing everything. In case you didn't know, this is the single node of coal on this planet is now gone. That's why I'm killing it. Don't need it. Oh, I really did a weird little... This is when I first got here. That's gonna... Alright, so we're gonna go to the other planet and we're gonna set up that tower. Okay, we have everything else we need. We have plenty of power. We got the charging towers. We're good to go. So we're gonna go I need to mark it. What's it called again? Shoot. That one? No. I wish I knew what this is for. This one. This one. Okay, we need to go to Shushi Hedar. Suhail Hedar. There we go. So Suhail Hadar. There's my attempt at dealing with the language barrier. All right, so while we're doing this, I'll tell you part of the calf story. I did pin it. Did I not set the delay on this? I might not have set the delay on this. Let's do a time check. Say something really quick, and we're going to time it. The delay might be screwed up again. It might be really screwed up if you guys aren't saying anything. All right, guess no one's going to say anything. Mark, Polo. Did nobody hear the Polo? I know that I'm almost on my screen. I'm about, yeah. So it's a problem I'm having with doing the scheduling. So when you set up a schedule in YouTube, you have a couple options. One, you can set up a new schedule, or you can use the template of a previous schedule, right? If you do a new schedule, you cannot change the delay in a new one. You can only do it. You can only change the delay in an unscheduled stream, not a scheduled stream. But there's a trick to it. If you do a stream, and that stream has the low latency delay, you can then use that as a template for future schedules. The problem is the list of available templates I can use don't include the ones that I fixed it on. So on episode 21 and 22, I fixed the delay. And I can't select it. I can only select 20 and before for some reason. And not even all the other ones. Like it goes from like 8, 15, 18, 20. Those are the ones I can choose from. Excuse me. So I don't know what the deal is with that. My intent tonight was actually to cancel the schedule right before I streamed and then restart the stream live so I could select the delay. So I don't, and that's why the last couple times I kind of did, in episode 21 and 22, I kind of just did straight up goes instead of schedules because I was trying to create that low latency template for the schedule. And obviously it's not working, so I don't know what to do. I had to do some research on that one. All right, here we go. So I apologize for the delay. I know it's a lot better when there's low latency. Didn't save. Happy now? So 2 is our target. Oh, check that out. What's that mean, guys? Okay, see how it says this right here? What does that mean? When it glows like this, it's a rare thing. Orbital resonance. Somebody want to look that up for me? So, Brian, I get it. I just know that some people, like, they ask a question and I don't respond, and it kind of irritates them because they think I'm ignoring them. And for as long as I can until my stream gets too big to do it effectively, I want to be able to, um, treat everybody as an individual instead of just, um, huh, that's kind of pretty. That's screenshot worthy right there. It sure is. Jungle Planet. Well, wouldn't it? Doesn't that mean it would need another planet for that to work? It would need something to. Is that 1 and 2? Is that planet 1 and 2? Because there's no other planet that does that. No other planet that has that. So this is a little weird. If this is a planet, these are the biggest lily pads I have ever seen. All right. Um, there's only 1.8 here, but it's still a lot. Is this the only one? Yeah, this is the only vein on the entire planet. That has got to be the biggest cluster. 3, 6, 9, 10. I got 10 out of that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay, they're all covered. Is there coal? Yes. 18.4 million of it. That's a lot. That's something else I didn't look at the other ones. 124. You're not going to get any wind power here, and barely any solar panel. Solar panel? Solar power. An ashen gelisol. So a burned out planet, I guess? Gelisol? An ice field gelisol. I wonder what that means, that word. What's this word mean? It's not great. Okay. Brian, you said I'm personally not seeing any roles for the game specifically. What do you mean? When you search for the game? I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I know coal for current science. I I don't coal. Oh, yeah. Good job. We'll just go over here and grab a bunch. See, there goes Charles thinking on his feet, or on his chair, maybe. $60. This is his fault. He's making us do this. Hang on a sec. I'm not doing that. There we go. Ah, I hate that. That bothers me so much. I just want it to be perfect. Oh, that's right. That's my workout alarm. Why is it doing it that time of night? Oh, my clock died. My clock just died 13 minutes ago. Oh, that's good. Alright, that should be enough power. So now let's get the tower set up. Is anybody still waiting for the dead calf story? The split in half calf story? I'll tell it, I don't mind. I just want to gross people out. Some people get easily bothered by things. I'm not one of those people. Okay, we aren't going to put any ships here. So I don't think we have to care about charging. I don't really know. But we're going to put this down. There we go. What am I harvesting? these. Okay. So devious, the purple gems aren't within my range. So um, the problem I have is A, I barely have enough power to get to Messiah, my other system. Um, usually when I fly back, I end up running out of power before I get there. So I'm not going to have enough energy to go farther than 6 light years until I do this, and I don't have green power because I still need to make the CPUs. And I checked all of the planets that were near enough, and none of them have the purple stuff. Okay, so I'll tell the calf story. If you get offended by these kind of things, it's the in nature basically the calf died naturally. And I'll explain how it works when it comes to ranching, because this is a ranching thing. Um, so I lived on a youth ranch for boys. I was a very troubled kid. um, when I was young, I ended up in foster homes and group homes and stuff. Um, when I um, was in the 5th grade, I ended my first foster home. And then basically, because I was adopted, my adopted parents decided they didn't want me anymore, whatever. And um, they sent me to this, youth ranch for boys. And essentially, what it was, for all intents and purposes, it was a ranch, but they used child labor basically um, for ranching purposes. We worked a lot. But one of the things I got to do, I mean, there was some benefits to it all. It was an interesting time for sure. Are you gonna? Wow, you're gonna be doing that for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna fly. We're good. We don't need to do anything else. Power off. Oh. Um. So one of the things we did is it was a cattle ranch, and there were several crop circles all over the place, and so on. So when a mother cow won't feed a baby that's not its. So if a baby calf comes up and tries to nurse from it, it'll deny it. So every now and then you end up in this weird situation. You end up in this weird situation where the mother has died. So you got two pair. You got a calf, mother calf, right? The mother of one pair dies, and the calf dies of the other pair. So you want to match up the calf of the other mother with this other mother, basically making a complete pair. But again, the mother calf won't feed the baby that's not its. So you take the skin off the dead calf, which just died naturally, and you put it on top of the calf that's alive, so it smells like the calf of the mother that's still alive, and that way you get the mother to feed it. Um, Make sense? So, any questions about all that piece? All right, so um, the two that's something. Because it killed 3 of these trees. Fine. Um, so there's a process you go through if you guys ever gone hunting to skin an animal. But I was well, I wasn't even a teenager at this point. I was in the sixth or seventh grade. I think I was in the seventh grade um, at this point. So, um, and that's okay. Um, I guess we're done. So we're good. This will charge up, and once it does, we'll have enough power. We're producing 3 megawatts. Um, and once we get through this charging phase, we'll be fine. Because you can see here that we actually produce enough already when these are running. So we'll be fine. It'll just take a minute for this to charge. Yeah, it's it's part of circle of life. Not a big deal. Um, we might as well visit the other planets while we're here. Um, where am I in relation to the other ones? So I guess we'll go 1, 3, 4, just to check them out. So yeah, I got the coal bed. I got it. It's see right here. And here is the wood that I need for the research there. And then the other pieces are here. But I still need a little bit more. 60, 60, 60. Oh, I got to feed that into a machine. Wait, no, I can do this. There we go. Done. Okay, so to continue the story, so here I am in the seventh grade. I'm trying to get this thing done because it's kind of gross and I didn't really want to do it. So you split the skin kind of in the middle around around the circumference of the calf, and you pull it. Whoa! I almost knocked my laptop off the table. That would have sucked balls. I would have, and then you pull the skin off the calf. So what I did is I decided to hook one half of the skin up to. So our corral was made out of railroad ties. If you don't know what railroad ties are, you're lucky. That's a deep hole. Well, not that bad. This is very much an uneventful planet. Let's do this. Turn that off. Do that. There. Screenshot. So, the railroad ties are basically what railroad tracks go on top of. They're the wood beams that go underneath railroad tracks. And they are specially treated. They got a whole bunch of pitch and not pitch. They got a tar kind of substance in them. They makes it so they don't degrade and stuff like that. Can I get this done then? Might as well do this one too. I'm at it. So you make a corral out of these things because they're giant. They're like a foot by 6 feet or something like that. They're huge things. So you use them as the main post of your corral. Because in the corral, you'll have bulls that are trying to, and horses too, for that matter. They're trying to crash everything all the time. And so go 3 then 4. Okay. So anyways, I hooked one half of the skin up to the railroad tie, and the other half I hooked up to the bumper of a truck. And now you know where this is going. So I was like, okay, I'll just be super gentle, just tear it, just basically peel it off nice and slow. Except for whatever reason, when I stepped on the gas, it wasn't nice and slow. And so the calf split in half. That's pretty gross. There's the gross. That's not the only gross story out of that place, too. The another thing I did with a calf once. So I helped give birth to a calf, and what you do is you place these. It's like a clamps that go on the hips of the cow, right? And it has a jack and pulley type system on the back of it, and a chain. So you get these really, really long gloves that go up to like your biceps, and you shove your arms, both of your arms, inside the cow. Yep, in that spot. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm saying. And then you reach aside and you wrap the chain around the calf's feet, and then you pull out and then you jack the cow out. Because usually, if there's some complication where the cow can't give birth, that's when you do that. You don't do that all the time. It's in rare circumstances. But so I had to do that once. That was an interesting experience. I was all. Well, I was going to say, is that the one? Is that the magnet ones? But no. Well, I mean, they tear apart railroads all the time. The more efficient things get, and when cities that used to be very populous aren't anymore, or industries change or whatever, they stop shipping stuff places, and so those railroads basically get repurposed. Um, this is a very boring planet, too. Um, so, um, I so that was one experience. Another one I did, or another experience from that place. I was in 4-H. If you guys don't know what 4-H is, I don't remember what it actually stands for. But basically, as a kid, you join what's called the FFA, the Future Farmers of America. I'll go to 4. Where's 4? Where's 4? Here, 4. Where'd you go? 2, 1. Oh, I'm getting pulled in by the orbit. It was behind it. Is it really far? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I actually went through 2 summers at that place, and so I was in 4-H twice. And I raised a pig one year and raised a dairy heifer the other year. But the first year I raised a pig, and it was pretty cool. When you're raising a pig to take to a fair, which is the whole point of this, you're trying to get your pig and you're trying to auction it off. Ooh, looky, that's pretty. That's screenshot worthy. Ooh, you can hear it too. It has a different sound. Yep, just a little bit. This studio did a wonderful job on this game. Okay, so now we're done in the system. Not that. I'll go up. And now we're going to go back to... Yeah, we're fine. I was going to say I'm a little slow in power there, but we'll be okay. And our recharge rate's getting boosted again here, too. Where is my planet? Shellac. There it is. So in 4-H, I had this... What you do is you raise your pig, and you get it when it's a baby, and you raise it, and then in the fall you take it to the county fair, and you take it to show. It gets graded, and then it gets auctioned, right? So basically, um, the way you do it, you got to take your pig for walks because you want it to be lean because a lean uh, pig makes better bacon, right? You ever had bacon with a ton of fat on it? It's gross. So you take your pig for walks, but pigs are very stubborn, but they're also an extremely intelligent creature. Um, but most people use it's a cane, an actual walking cane with the whole curve at the end and everything, and you tap the pig in certain places to make it turn, go, and stop, right? So you tap it on its hocks to make it go forward, you tap it on its forehead to make it stop, and then you tap the sides to make it turn. And that way you guide your pig where you want while you're taking it for exercise. Um, anyways, I never liked that process. And I started to notice that if I whistled a certain way, every time I did the tap, it got to a point where I could do the whistle and without the tap, and the pig would follow directions. And so, anyways, I took it. Hang on a sec. And out. That was near perfect. That's not the one I want to be at, though. There we go. How many? Yeah, we're doing pretty good there too. So you would so then you take it to the fair, right? And I had this thing trained where I didn't have to use a cane anymore. I could whistle to make it do what I wanted to. Tie the pig to my car. I was in 7th grade. I didn't have a car. Well, oddly enough, I had the truck, but it wasn't mine. So I take it to the fair. Now, in the fair, so pigs don't sweat, right? So in the fair, it's really hot out, and you got to make sure they have water because otherwise they can overheat it and stuff. And there's all kinds of other animals in there. There's a ton of extra heat just apart from the sun because of all the animals and stuff. So what they usually do is in the back of the stalls, they'll have these concrete showers set up. And you put your pig in there and you shower it off every now and then to keep it cool. And, and then shower it off before you take it before the judge. And I remember just people beating their pigs to death because it's an enclosed area. The pig doesn't want to go to an area where it's going to be trapped. So the pigs would squeal and fight. And it was a terrible sound listening to it. And then their owners would beat them even more. It was just a brutal thing. I hated it. But my pig, I'm not joking. I showed my pig where it was. He went in by himself. I didn't have to do anything. And whenever we went back to those things, I would just open the gate. He would run ahead of me and wait and open the gate, and I'd do it, and he'd come back out. Like, the pig was awesome. And so I named him. You're not supposed to name your pigs in 4-H, but I named him. I named him Spig, which is short for super pig. Spig. And so I took it before the judges, and in the judges, you have your pig walk parallel to the benches. There's 4, or at least there was 4 judges, and I did the whole thing, but without a cane, and I was the only one to do it. I got first prize. Now here's the very, very sad part. So the pig got sold, got first prize for it, and sold. The guy who bought the pig donated it back to the ranch that I was living at. And it was part of a meal one day, and they told me afterwards. So yeah, that was a little fucked up. Super pig. The dairy heifer I did not name, needless to say, even though it probably just went somewhere and got milked. It's probably fine. But yeah. There's my story. one of many from that place. Ran away from that place twice, and it's in the middle of frickin' nowhere too. What am I doing here? The green things. That's right. What time is it? 6:20. Okay. So we got these. Oh, we need to set up a transfer for them, which is going to be at the primary tower, I believe. Is how I want to do this. So I have like my inter-system tower that I'm doing. This one. Nope, not that one. Yes, this one. Problem is, I think it's full. It is. We don't need water anymore, so we can quite literally just get rid of that. Water isn't used for anything. It was used to make sulfuric acid. So we can just do, let's sort that, do this, clear, do that, and delete it. It's done. And then we'll make these, demand. We're gonna, wow, look at all those ships go out. Well, there they go. Now I'll have these for days. We don't really need that many. We'll go this way. Super pig. Yeah, it was a smart pig. It became smart. Edward, I don't remember if he tasted good. I was really bummed out. I did run away from that place twice for obvious reasons. It was terrible. Yeah, super pig. I don't think I understood at that point when I was raising it. I don't think I comprehended that it was going to be food. I just don't think I ever made that connection. I was, 13 or something. So, no, I was 13 or 12, something. I was, a young kid. But even though that place sucked balls, I did get a lot of experiences out of it, and I learned a lot of responsibility. I learned to work hard, and I remember in winters. So cows give birth during the winter, and if there's a bad freeze or something when they're giving birth, so they kind of have a sac kind of thing that's over their nostrils, and that can freeze, and then they can suffocate and die. So what you do is if you ever seen those big round bales of hay, you unroll those into a huge long bed, and basically the cows just seem to understand that that's where they give birth. They basically give birth on this roll of hay that you roll out. And then, like, one of my jobs was, because I was actually a relatively responsible kid at that age, and I did wrestling and pole vaulted, and I was in baseball and stuff, so I was active and responsible and crap. So one of the jobs I had in the winter was every 2 hours I had to get up and drive that stupid truck, the same truck, out in the field, up and down the rows to make sure there was no issues with the cows. So I learned responsibility, and I learned some neat things. So it's not a total terrible story. It has its issues, obviously. Actually, I can kind of use this tower. What is up with you? What are you doing? You're spazzing out. Look at you go. Okay. You just couldn't make up your mind what you wanted to do. So what do we wanted to do with these? These are made to use these, and that's what we gotta do next to make these. So we got this, we got that. Now we just need these, and we need titanium. And which means I don't need to make this crap here. Well, I could. Actually, what do I got going on here? In and outs, we have everything we need here. and start building on the other side. Then I could feed these through here and come out here with the new production. But I'll need another tower for that to work. So yeah, I ran away twice from that place. I remember the first time. If you guys guys know what a culvert is, basically they're really large man-made rivers. There's small ones too, but out in the farmland areas, they're pretty wide. People drown in them every year, sort of thing. Because they're really fast. They're not like a river and stuff. They're lined concrete, you know. But during this period of year when I ran away with this other kid there, BJ. His name is BJ. Yep, BJ. I don't know how we didn't make that connection, but whatever. And BJ and I ran away. We stole a bunch of food and ran away. And in this time of year, the culverts are empty. So we knew the sheriffs would be out looking for us. So we got in the culverts, and we basically, that's how we traveled across the land. It's going from culvert to culvert to culvert. And we were trying to go, I'm pretty sure I'd have to look at the map, but this is like a 50-mile distance we were trying to go or something, walking as you know, junior high kids, right? I think we were gone like 3 days. It was terrible. We were starving. We had no idea where we were going because, you know, we didn't have a map or anything. We just knew a general direction of where things were and tried, you know, there were certain features of the landscape we're trying to follow and stuff. We want to make these. No, I don't want to make those. I want to pull those in, so I need the tower. See, I'm getting distracted with my stories. There we go. And the place that I was going, it'll fit, maybe. So you're going to be this. You're going to demand it. And then we need titanium. That's it. And then we'll just make these. And then we have, oh, do I have, yep, we do. We need to demand this though. Okay. Now, I need to finish this. I guess we're just gonna kill the sulfur completely. Yeah. Because we don't need it. Yeah, no, because we have the snowballs. That's right. So yeah, we ran away. Ended up in a lightning storm. This area of farmland had lightning storms this time of year all the freaking time, and a huge, thunderous. It was amazing. You could smell it in the air, all the electricity. Dude, that was so long ago. That was in the 90s. I don't remember that. If it tasted good, it's terrible. It's too long ago to feel bad about it, but fuck, that's fucked up, dude. I guess I can just get rid of all this, right? Yeah. So we ended up, if you guys have ever been out in the countryside and you've seen giant stacks of square bales, like really, really tall, like 2 or 3 stories high sort of thing, they're basically being prepped for transport. So some farms do nothing but grow hay and then sell it to places that need the hay, right? It's actually a really good business. I can get rid of this too. Maybe. Do I like that? I don't know. I'll think about it. So we'll bring out the snowballs here. There we go. You guys need to change to What is my major malfunction? This. Shit. We have a power problem. What's going on? Why does it think it has a power problem? Plenty of power. Plenty. We're fine. So what is your major malfunction? Insufficient power supply. And we have another problem. I gotta filter this crap too. Damn it. Like, seriously? Alright, whatever. Is this not connected to, like, the main power grid? This doesn't make sense. I obviously have plenty of power. I bet you I have disconnected grids is what's going on. Like 2 separate power grids. Because there's obviously nothing over here. I really need to be working out. I'm already three minutes past my workout. I do need to end this, but I want to solve this before I forget. I bet you these are just running off wind power. Are you connected to the rest of the grid? Because remember, I have a whole power station thing going on too. And remember, when I removed the old power station, there was a line connecting it to the other stuff. Yeah, so you can see this whole system right now is running off these windmills. We're not connected to the main power grid, which is right. They're even different colors, see? 1 power grid, 2 power grids. And there's the power grid right there. So let's do this. We'll put down that crap really fast. I don't know how that happened. Something to be said for the fact that I can just sit here and float forever now and not have to worry about it. It wasn't too long ago that that was a problem. Yeah, so at the end of the trip, we basically were in this thunderstorm, and it was freezing. We're wet. We're out of food. We're starving. It was terrible. And now we're connected, all the same color. Okay, so it should start working right. So those two stacks of bales of hay, they were kind of leaning against each other, and they formed this hollow middle at the bottom. So basically, we made a fort out of these stacks of hay bales, and we stayed there almost a day, but we were starving. We didn't know what to do. We were literally looking to go steal food at this point, and neither one of us, because remember, we're buddies, right? But we're all trying to be boys. We want to be. Remember, you killed your coal? Yeah, right. And that's why it wasn't that I killed the coal. It was that link is what linked the 2 circuits together. So I just had to rebuild that link. So now we'll be fine, barely, but we're fine. Because that new tower is still charging. That one. That's actually charged. Okay, so this says, okay, so that's 2/3, a little more. Okay. So we just need to keep an eye on it. We'll be fine. Um, we're going to stop here, but I'll finish the story really quick. Um, so, yeah, um, we basically neither one of us wanted to give in because we were trying to be boys and show that we were stronger and more dedicated to our purpose, right? So um, we lasted a long time without eating for being 12 and 13 years old, wherever we were then. I think we were 13. And finally, if you ever driven through the countryside, you'll see little they call them not trailer houses, yeah, trailer houses, like single wides and double wides sort of thing. In the countryside, usually those are the hands, the people who work the fields, not the owners of the fields. Is typically what that's going on there. And and there was one nearby. So basically, we went, and while this giant thunderstorm was happening, and um, we turned ourselves in, and the sheriff came and got us, took us back to the boys' home, and for the next month or so, we were just worked to the bone. We had got up, had to go clean out the pigsties, do the irrigation things, just constant work. And then when it turned dark, they'd put us in the basement at the bottom of the stairs and bring us our dinner. And then it was time to go to bed. We'd go back to bed, and then we'd wake up the next morning and do it all over again. We were so busted. So when you guys get in trouble, it could be worse. At least we didn't get beat, but I mean, they might as well. I'll have to tell you about the Russian. So remember this next time. Ask me about the Russian olive trees with poison-tipped thorns, and I'll tell you that story. Anyways, I do need to do my quick little exercise that I have to do to stay healthy. All that jazz. Um, and um, and then at 7:30, I'm going to be streaming the Discord server. Or it's not the Discord server. The dedicated server of Valheim is up. Um, and I played about an hour and a half. It's good to go. It's solid. I posted in Discord a picture of what I built so far, kind of like a seaside fishing village thing. And I'm going to go play some more. Now that I understand what's going on, I was able to catch up to where I got yesterday after screwing around so much. And we'll give it a shot. We'll let it go. So if you guys want to join on that server, it's ready to go. Just look for 352 ITD, and it's pretty high in the list. You got to press refresh a while for all the servers to get loaded in. But yeah, come join me at 7:30 or just watch because I'll be live streaming it. Until then, thank you for joining me and listening to my stories. And I will see you in a few.